I woke up on an island off the coast of Seattle. I didn't know how I got there, or who I was, but I did seem to know everything else. There were things about me I didn't understand. The brand, being colorblind, extreme claustrophobia. And while my gifts provided answers for others, I still searched for my own. My name is John Doe.
Boss man, taking a vacation?
I don't know.
You know, airplanes, claustrophobia, not a good mix. You worried about freaking out a little?
Yeah.
So you really don't know where you're gonna go?
Might just throw a dart. See where it takes me. 1,710 steps at the top of the Eiffel Tower. I think I'll go climb them. See what something real feels like for a change.
Look. I got you a little going away present. You want answers? You got answers. Give her a whirl.
Is badminton my favorite sport? Don't count on it. Thanks, Karen. Nice.
Don't be gone too long, okay? I mean, I know you're looking for home. But maybe it's right here.
I'm the vegetable guy.
Passenger in 36C, please return to your seat.
Is everything all right, sir?
Claustrophobia.
Well, I'm sure it'll pass, if you wouldn't mind finding your seat.
Maybe travel isn't such a good idea, after all. Wingspan 170 feet 4 inches. Length 201 feet 4 inches.
Excuse me?
The mental exercise I do to get my mind on my problem.
Not working very well, is it?
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but I get airsick. Stupid. I engineer these things for a living, but I can't seem to convince myself that they're not going to go down in a ball of flames. Can I get some water so I can take my pill?
I certainly could. Just find your seat. I'll help you in just a moment.
Maybe I should take a pill. Or 2, or 3, or maybe the entire bottle. Fuel capacity, 24,140 gallons, 6 million parts, half of which are rivets.
Hello.
I'm sorry, Mr. Statue Man. We are celebrating great victory. World Weightlifting Championship. We are the strongest men in the world.
Gratuluj. Petra Kovic. Huh?
O, nie. Żeby nas znać. Przyjdziecie potem na znamy nas skończeni. Nauczyć się znowu chodzić.
Dedo mój, bo nauczy poruczynę. Ouch! Good one.
Can we move it along, please? There we are.
Miss Adele, I loved your spread in Vogue. You were the most gorgeous model in the whole issue.
It's all David. He takes the pictures.
Engine thrust, 52,200 pounds. The Wright brothers' first flight could have been performed entirely within this cabin.
Oh, I didn't realize my seat came with a tour guide.
Oh, sorry. Claustrophobia is starting to kick in.
First time on a plane?
Yes. No. Hard to say. Taking a vacation. Thought I'd try London. 1666, in the Great Fire of London, half the city burned down with only 6 injuries.
Really? I could have sworn it was 7.
Oh, no. In fact, there were complete...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Would any passengers making connecting flights at Heathrow please inform a flight attendant?
Oh, come on, not again.
What?
My speech is gone. Everything I've done for the last 2 years has been leading up to this. I'm giving the keynote address at an international conference tomorrow. If I lose it, then...
Maybe I can try and retrieve it. Analyze memory sectors to find hexadecimal combinations.
That's it? How will I ever thank you?
Machado-Joseph disease. You're a doctor.
A neurologist. I specialize in ataxias.
Loss of muscle control. Supratentorial. Polyneuropathic. Fascinating area.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has requested that you pay close attention to the safety procedures as we prepare for takeoff.
Please stow all electronic devices at this time. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign is no longer illuminated.
I might be able to help you relax. I owe you.
Really?
May I? A little pressure to the right place can have a very calming neurochemical effect.
Acupressure. 5,000-year-old Chinese reflexology technique.
Oh, applying pressure to certain points causes the brain to release endorphins, small proteins that act as natural relaxants.
By the way, my name's John.
Rachel. They're serving dinner. Thought you might want something to eat.
I was out cold. Never thought I'd get to sleep. Thank you. Here's to an uneventful flight.
Help you, sir? Sir?
Step away. Step away. He's dead. Appears he suffered from a massive stroke.
This was no stroke. He was murdered.
Step back, everyone.
Reverend Donald Pearson, Orville, Washington. Anyone know this man?
Jumped up all of a sudden, just staggered out of his seat. He just looked at me with eyes like an animal.
You need to get back to your seat. Everyone back. Move now. And close the curtain. Let's see if we can keep this somewhat contained.
Yes, sir, right away. All of you, please, take your seats. The captain is radioed ahead to Heathrow for an emergency landing. But we still have 2 hours of open ocean to cross until then.
I'm a detective. Scotland Yard, I'll be taking charge of this crime scene. Satisfied with your historical pronouncement? You just panicked 2 captains over what's likely nothing more than an allergic reaction.
Hemorrhaging the optic blood vessels, indicating sudden violent changes in blood pressure.
Vomitus, acrid smell, some kind of alkaloid. He's been poisoned.
Where was the gentleman sitting? Did you see him eat or drink anything earlier?
No. We were talking for a while. He was telling me about this homeless shelter that he runs. God, I can't believe it.
Sir, you must get a hold of yourself.
That's all that happened. We talked, he got tired, he turned out his light and went to sleep. The next thing I know, he's this wild man.
No one came near him before he got up.
No.
I want to talk to everyone on this plane.
Shouldn't we examine the body first?
I beg your pardon.
The victim went into immediate convulsions. See, if he didn't ingest the poison, he must have been injected with it.
And we'll find that out when we land, when the body's examined by professionals.
But we might be able to discover how he was injected, and then we can...
Are you a homicide detective?
No, but I do investigate with...
Well, I am. So kindly step aside and let me do my job.
The Omnibus Diplomatic Security and Anti-Terrorism Act of 1986 states that jurisdiction over a crime scene belongs to the United States if one of its citizens is on board.
It's an impressive familiarity with legislative history, but I fail to see your point.
Well, by taking control of this investigation, you're violating federal law.
Perhaps the inspector should talk to the passengers while we examine the body. I'm a doctor.
Fine.
Where are the weightlifters?
Airplanes, computers, poisons, international law. Is there anything you don't know?
I have a knack for facts.
And yet you don't seem to know whether you've flown on an airplane before.
I've got some gaps in my memory. Maybe I'm in need of a good neurologist.
He's ready. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Not a needle mark anywhere.
Maybe it's smaller than we think. Your lenses, where are they? I need at least a 16 by magnification.
This is a 210 millimeter, large format.
Great, thanks. Fresh impact hematoma, white center. Acrid, alkaloid, maybe strychnine. A hole so small the killer didn't use a needle. Maybe an air gun, like the kind they use in the military for inoculations.
How do you use an air gun without being seen?
I don't know. And why in the back of the knee? Couldn't have crawled from under. Hydraulic piston attached to a tube. When the leg rest came up, the piston armed the mechanism. It's like cocking a rifle.
What made it fire?
Maybe some kind of timer. No. It was triggered by remote control.
Oh my.
Can't breathe. Burning.
The injector was almost empty. Only the tiniest amount of poison could have entered your system.
My hands.
Should have worn gloves or some sort of protection.
Will you shut up? Deep breaths, John. Slow, easy breathing. Thank you. Calm, easy.
Siphon the poison, eliminate the convulsant, reduce the reflex excitability of the spinal cord.
Just be quiet. Keep still. Good, John. We're almost there.
We have to find the transmitter that activated the injector.
Only one way to achieve that. We have to search everyone's belongings. See if we concentrate on the passengers, as I said, as opposed to pursuing your ill-conceived suggestions, we'd have our man by now. I'll search everyone's carry-ons.
Fine, we should break up into 2 groups. It'd be more efficient if 2 people search each bag.
Are you implying that I can't be trusted?
No, I'm just suggesting that...
We have. Go faster.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
Better. I think you just saved my life.
What can I say? There was a doctor in the house.
The Kapoku Papians of New Guinea believe that a man whose life is saved must learn everything he can about his rescuer so he can provide his every want.
What would you like to know?
Everything.
There's no pussyfooting around with you, is there?
Only way I know.
Who are you?
That's the $1 million question.
So, when you couldn't say whether you'd flown on a plane before, you...
I have retrograded. Complete amnesia.
But traumatic, incremental?
If I could remember, I'd tell you.
Well, surely your friends, your family must know what happened.
They might. If I had any.
Good Lord, you don't even know? That must be so lonely. John, neurological pathology is my field. I study the brain.
Rachel. Thank you, but I don't want to be studied. I've been poked and probed and put under microscopes.
You just want to forget about forgetting?
Manner of speaking.
We have another problem. Our co-pilot went to the lavatory half an hour ago. He hasn't come out.
Hello? Are you okay in there?
Hello? Good God, what now? This time we leave the victim exactly as he was found, unmolested by your amateur sleuthings. From now on, we do things my way, the proper way. Inform the captain.
Captain.
The first murder was so elaborate, so planned. The second messy. Doesn't make sense. Maybe he saw something. Perhaps the killer himself.
The killer was in here doing something. The co-pilot discovered him.
Took a ballpoint to the neck for it.
If you two are quite finished, I hardly think he'll be recounting any of your scenarios now, will he?
Well, he's recounting one thing. The killer didn't stop at one victim. What makes you think he'll stop at 2?
The door to the flight deck is locked. The captain's not answering.
What the hell is going on around here? Sir, can you hear me? Open the door!
Oh, God. He's been slaughtered, too. There's nowhere to fly. Oh, my God.
That's enough.
The captain enters a code at the beginning of every flight. Without it, the door won't open.
And we'll break it down.
It's impossible, not with the new steel reinforcements.
It's just turbulence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. We are experiencing more turbulence.
Maybe we can decipher the code.
I can try. But I need a laptop with an advanced diagnostics processing program.
Oh, I just order one up then.
Engineer.
I engineer these things for a living, but I can't seem to convince myself that they're not going to go down in a ball of flames. Can I?
attempt to run a multiple linear regression program.
Sure, yeah, we can do something like that, yeah.
NOAA data indicates the North Atlantic frequently generates Force 3 thunderstorms.
It should be programmed on autopilot. It'll keep us on course, but it can't adjust for erratic weather.
Might be able to estimate population parameters by using generalized least squares. I'm running a generalized least model where y equals xp plus e. There. It's still locked.
Don't you set it?
Must be a system override.
Maybe it's not the keypad. Maybe the power loss affected the entire flight deck.
What would have caused that?
Water damage. Water from the sinks drained through the floor, flooding the wiring from below. Electrical arcing probably caused thermal damage to the wiring, loom, and insulation. Is there any way to get below? The rear access panel. I see in color like everyone else. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh. What's going on? Are we gonna make it? Everything's under control! I bypassed the electrical short. Lock should have released.
You did it, John. He's breathing. Barely. Looks like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Water must have drained into the air filters. She's shorting out the scrubbers that fill her cabin's oxygen supply.
Heathrow, this is British Intercontinental Flight 692. Do you read?
Will he be able to fly this plane?
We need to oxygenate his blood flow, get him lucid. With a little luck, he'll come round in time to land.
Heathrow! You're an aeronautical engineer? You can fly this thing, right? No, oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick. We've lost our pilot and co-pilot. Need to avoid severe thunderstorms at 57 degrees. 11 minutes north by 24 degrees, 21 minutes west. Need to keep heading up. Say again, Heathrow. What compass heading?
Do something, John! Oh my God, we're gonna die.
I can't do this.
Do you have any idea how to fly this plane?
Yoke controls direction, pitch and yaw. Four-stalk throttle controls airspeed.
Well, then you're a hell of a lot further along than the rest of us. Now fly the plane!
Electronic situation indicators gone. Where's the horizon? Where's the horizon? The level gauge is broken. I don't know where the horizon line is. I need scotch. We all do. No, a bottle of scotch now. We're banking left. What's level? Is there a backup indicator? No, all the polarities have been reversed.
Here's the scotch.
8 degrees off level. 8
Keep it up, John. It's working.
Yes, a little bit further. Keep going. Back on horizon, gaining altitude. Starting to get above the storm. Autopilot mode enunciation. Come on, kick in. There.
Do you copy?
Heathrow. ETA, 45 minutes. Autopilot should take it from here.
Scan radar display. Correlate with flight script information.
I just flew a 767. When we get back to London, drinks are on me. Damn.
Strawberry rhubarb pie.
Excuse me?
Before you said you'd grant my every wish. Well, if I could have anything in the world right now, it would be strawberry rhubarb pie.
Rhubarb pie.
It's silly, I know. My father used to grow rhubarb in our tiny garden in London. My mother would pick the strawberries, bake the pie, and they would laugh about how she was the sweet and he was the sour.
Opposites attract. You know, when we get back to London, I can call your folks, put in an order for rhubarb pie.
I wish you could. They died when I was 10.
Sorry.
Hey, at least I have wonderful memories. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know, tell you what. I'll bake you that pie myself.
You're telling me you can fly an airplane and cook?
You know the half of it.
I get the feeling I don't know any of it.
You two make beautiful babies, huh? If we get out of here alive. Come on.
Well done. Pilot's doing better. We should be down in short order.
The killer, he's still on board. Can we check the co-pilot?
All right. But we touch only what we absolutely have to.
What did you catch the killer doing?
What is that?
Heavily odds is the transmitter.
You think the killer activated his little poisoned air gun from here?
No. signal wouldn't penetrate the metal linings in the wall. But I'm betting that's where he tried to hide it afterwards.
Co-pilot stumbled onto him, probably saw the box, thought bomb.
Killer couldn't get the device away before the flight attendant came looking for it.
All we can do is check it for prints when we land.
We can do more than that. We can actually discover where he was sitting when he activated the air gun by testing the range of the signal. Locate his seat, locate the killer.
Not working. Not working. Not working. Not working. That's it.
20 feet. Killer couldn't have been any farther back than this when he let off the air gun.
I want everyone back in their seats.
Was this section full?
No.
Then this is our complement of suspects. When I'm finished with them, we will have our killer.
What if he came forward and triggered the poison from one of the unassigned seats?
Let's start with what we know, shall we? And wait to go wider till we have to.
Any progress?
Some. Not enough.
What a horrible way to die. I don't think I'll ever forget that look of excruciating pain on the minister's face. Or on yours.
Pain. Why go to all that trouble to inflict so much pain?
Anger, hatred, I don't know.
The victim was a minister. He worked in homeless shelters.
Doesn't make a great deal of sense, does it?
Doesn't make any sense at all. From behind the curtain in coach, you can't see who's sitting where in business class. What if the killer killed the wrong person? I need to see the plane's manifest. Why are some of the passengers' names typewritten and some handwritten?
Handwritten ones are assigned at the gate. Standbys, last-minute passengers.
The first victim, the minister, his name is handwritten next to his seat assignment 8J.
Like I said, he would have gotten a seat assignment at the gate.
According to this, there was a name already assigned to 8J. But it was crossed out.
They probably canceled or upgraded to first class.
I need to know who was originally in the minister's seat.
What does it matter?
Because maybe the minister wasn't supposed to die. Maybe he took the intended victim's seat.
So the real victim is still alive?
Question is, how much longer?
I can't see the name.
Gotta remove the ink. Give me the counter agent. I need your aftershave. You have the bottle?
In my carry-on.
Please. Thanks. Methanol. Plus water equals solvent. Rachel Pembroke. Rachel.
Rachel! The hell's wrong? Rachel! Hey! Get out the fire! Hey! Rachel! Hey! Rachel! Run the wall! Rachel! He did it! He's the killer! Leave him alone! He's trying to help! Rachel! Lock him in the bathroom! Get your hands up! Hey! Get your hands! No! Rachel! No! Let me out! I'm claustrophobic! Please! Let me out! Rachel! Let me out!
Calm down. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Maximum takeoff weight, 450,000 pounds. Maximum speed at 35,000 feet, 530 miles per hour. Aircraft contains 170 miles wiring, 5 miles of tubing. Come on.
You're going to be fine. You should be able to land the plane.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Hello. Hello. I'm locked in the rear lavatory.
Tiki tiki taki tuki.
Hello, little girl. Please, give the walkie-tiki-talkie to the guy next to you.
No.
G'day, dama moi. G'day, dama moi. Bada moochie.
Spotted se do lupaka. Koji se vraća si se sa nami, Američanku.
Sorry, excuse me. What's going on?
Minister, he took your seat. The killer planted the device based on the seat number. Hadn't realized you had transferred to first class. The poison was intended for you.
But how can that be?
I don't know. Is there anyone on this plane you recognize? Any reason why anyone...
Makes no sense.
Maybe not. But you're not safe until we find the killer. Where is Inspector Garrison?
The front.
Davi na prozore. The killer's got blood in it.
Surely not anymore. We would have noticed.
Not if he washed it off. The blood residue's still there. We just can't see it with our naked eye. 5 minutes. I need all the lights out.
What are you going to do now?
Find the killer with the firefly. Electroluminescence. What makes fireflies glow. We'll apply luminol to everyone's hands. The blood will glow blue-green.
And where exactly are you going to find luminol?
Hydrogen peroxide, otherwise known as hair bleach from the lady's bag. Potassium hexaferrate, photographic developer. Powerful stuff.
Yes.
Let's get to work. Here's our firefly. No blood on you. This is the last one.
It was an inspired effort. You can raise the lights now.
No. We still have one person to check. You.
I beg your pardon?
You've got blood on your hands.
I'm not the killer. See? No splatter. After the murder, I moved the co-pilot's arm. That's where the blood came from.
You've got blood on your hands, too.
We both touched the body. Are you the killer? Raise the lights.
Are you sure this is everyone?
Yes. Except
Except what?
I think our count is off. I think we're missing somebody.
You think?
Seat 42A. Garb is missing.
You're an aeronautical engineer. You can fly this thing, right?
No, oh God, Liam's gonna be sick.
Rachel. He's got Rachel.
35,000 feet! The vents depressurizing the hold! No oxygen!
Please! Why are you doing this to me?
Because I want you to feel what she felt! My mother, Addison Garber. Do you remember her? She had Machado Joseph's disease. That's your specialty.
I don't understand.
You rejected her from your program. And now you want to go and preach to the world how successful your results have been?
That was 3 years
couldn't get to you then. So I waited until I found out when you'd be on a plane. My world. You controlled my mother's death, and now I control yours. The strychnine was so that you would die the same agonizing death as my mother. Well, now we're just gonna have to improvise. Don't you come any closer. I torch this, and this whole plane will go up. Let her go. I'll let her go when she's dead. Don't move.
You really think this is going to bring your mother back?
She could have saved her.
Before restoring the plane's pressurization, I simply took control of the crime scene and was able to identify the murderer through a rigorous process of investigative elimination. An engineer intimate with aeroplanes.
We understand another gentleman flew the aeroplane and dispatched the killer.
I recall there was an American who assisted to a minor degree.
Where might he be?
I haven't the vaguest. But let me tell you how I was...
Angličans ni ne lepe, kiedy śmilči.
My burden is light, entering the peace of God.
So it's all about deduction, is it?
Precisely, my dear Watson.
It's hard to believe that's all it is.
So, when do your final divorce papers come through?
What?
You are getting divorced, right?
What makes you say that?
Your left hand. You keep using your thumb to spin a non-existent ring on your fourth finger. Muscle memory. Takes 12 to 18 months to dissipate habituated gestures. See? Deduction.
Not so fast, Sherlock. Why couldn't it have been some other kind of ring?
Well, traditionally...
What makes you think that I'm a traditional kind of gal?
If it wasn't a wedding ring, what was it?
If you really want to know, you'll have to ask me for dinner and strawberry rhubarb pie for the answer. Which I think you'll do.
What makes you so sure?
Deduction, my dear Watson.
Peace of God is falling. Yes, it's falling.